Well, hello, everybody. Bernard here. I am just testing the new platform to see how it's doing. Um, as you know, I am going to be starting a new webcast in a couple of weeks, and I've been having a lot of problems with Skype and the other software I was using. So I am trying something new. I don't know if you can see the watermark of the brand that I'm using, but I'm not going to say it until I know that I like it. Anyway, this is kind of cool though because I can actually see your comments live here. Hello. I can see your comments live here and they pop up on this new platform. So this is really nice. If anybody is there, say hello and let me know how the sound and the picture are. I wonder if I can actually look at it on Facebook and see how it's doing. Anyway, if you have any questions about the new webcast that I'm going to be doing, or if you're wanting to know, I've already got some guest book. Yes, I do, but it's going to be a little bit of a different platform, and I'm going to talk more about it in just a minute. Let me just say hello, see how this is working, testing out the comment section. And let's see. So yeah, the new webcast is scheduled to begin the first Tuesday of March, and yes, it will be at the same time that I normally used to have my radio show at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to focus strictly on consciousness, spirituality, and on practical methods to enhance your consciousness and whatnot. Let's see what this is. Okay. Very good. All right, so let me check out this. Oh, hi. Now all the comments are popping up. Okay, very cool. Now I can see you all. Thank you. Thank you, Shirley. The audio is good and the visual is good. Very good. Thank you. Hi, Nathi. This seems to be working good. Very good. Yeah, the lighting's a little off because it's getting dark here, and I didn't really prepare for doing any lighting since this was only going to be a test. Yeah, well, I have no control over the cats, so they will be featuring themselves, of course. Yeah, I didn't even move the cat tower or cat tree out of the way for this quick test. Just very casual, just to say hello to everybody. Are there any of them here? Oh, I think I see one. Sophia's back there somewhere. But again, I just want to remind everybody, it's just going to be the Bernard Alvarez Webcast. It'll be it'll be a half hour of strictly education and practice. I'm not going to be promoting people's books or shows or conferences or anything like that. I mean, yes, I will have people that may want to promote something at the end of the show. That's fine. They can promote their book. They can promote their conference. They can promote whatever at the end of the show. But every guest that comes on is going to be asked, what are they going to teach you? They are going to be here to teach you something in that 20 minutes of time or whatnot. If I don't have a guest to come on, I am going to teach you something for that 20. Well, the webcast will be 30 minutes, but I figure I give the guests about 20 minutes to teach you something. And it doesn't have to just be, it could be about human empowerment. As a matter of fact, one of the people that I'm having first on is someone who's a little bit older, who went through a very traumatic experience, and it changed her life, and how that traumatic experience empowered her to take control, and not take control, but to have the freedom to let go of the fear of the things that was holding her back. And I think her book is in like the top seller, New York Times bestseller list or whatever right now. I don't want to get into promoting it right now yet because I'm still testing the platform. So as soon as I know that the platform is working good, I am going to do another test in about a week or so to see what I can do to with a guest. The new format is going to be split screen, so I'm really happy about that. I won't have to be phasing my camera in or out. I want it to be phasing the guest camera in or out. It'll be a split screen presentation, so you can see both of us at the same time. And I like that I can see y'all's comments. This is really awesome. And I'm just going to test something here. Hello, wonderful people. Let's see if that shows up on the title. I want to see if that really works. Yeah. Cool. Can you see that? That's pretty cool. Very nice. Is that what I can do? All right. Got lots of nifty little tools here. Oh, I can even do a little emoji. Very good. And I think it's kind of cool here because I can also create an agenda and let you all know what's going on, who's talking, when they're talking, that kind of stuff. This is a pretty nice platform for the new webcast, and I think it's going to be really nice. Use agenda items as on-screen updates, right? Titles and crawlers. Okay, very good. Okay, I'll tell you. Now that I'm liking it, I'll tell you what it is. It's called Be Live, and just literally BE Live. It's strictly for Facebook. I will share with you that one of the main reasons why I wanted to leave talk show is, unfortunately, when we're doing internet radio, a majority of the radio stations, as I do interviews on other radio networks as well, most of them use Skype. And Skype has just become such a nightmare. And it's been a technical glitch after technical glitch. You've heard me complain on the radio show. And the software I was using to broadcast the video was XSplit. And normally that's used for gamers and stuff, but they had a version for webcasts. And between Skype and XSplit Broadcaster, I was really unhappy using it. And I was just being, quite honestly, I was unhappy with the way the radio show sounded because of all the technological problems. And I said, okay, I'm done with the radio. I'm just going to do strictly webcast, focus on quality video. And I didn't want to do talk radio anymore. I wanted to make sure that people were learning something. I feel, you've all heard my story. My calling is to show people the way back to source, or at least kind of give an example. I don't know. Kind of point the way. You find out where source is within you, but hopefully some of the little tips and tricks and practices and meditations and ceremonies and talks, consciousness talks that we have are kind of, fingers pointing at the same star for all of us, and that maybe you're learning something. And I wanted to make sure that that is what was coming across in my work. I did not want to be a typical radio host, and I did it for 11 years. I really enjoyed it. I really love the people from Revolution Radio, but it was time for me to move in another direction. I do have some news I'll share with you, and I'm not going to go into too much detail yet because nothing's written in stone until tomorrow, but I've been asked to be in a local production of a play here. I'm going to be doing my first play in like 25 or 30 years, but I might be in a play, it looks like, and it's a very interesting role. It's something that I support very, very much, and I will share with you more about what play it is. It's only going to be shown here in downtown Roanoke in a few weeks, and the rehearsals start tomorrow. I'll let you know how that goes, see if I like it, and if it's a good fit for me, and if it is, I'll share more about that. But yeah, I didn't have time to be in a play before. I was always working on the radio show, so now I'm going to be in a play. It's a good cerebral play. It's not like a silly Broadway musical or anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Broadway musicals. It's on occasion. I have a few that I care for, but it's a show with substance, and it's a play with a good, hopefully to help and elevate humanity's consciousness. So that's kind of really good. That's really good. But I'll let you know more about it. It's a creepy role I'm playing. I'll be playing a role of a battered trans person. I'll let you know that much. I'll be someone who was bullied and whatnot, so it'll be very interesting. But anyway, so with that, I don't know how long I'm allowed to stay on this thing. I think I only put for a half hour. I don't know if it's going to kick me off. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it also, this new platform gives everyone a notification when I create the show. So I'll let you know Bernard's going to be live, and I think I created it at like 1 p.m, and I said I'd be back now. But yeah, this new platform just kind of like does everything from behind the scenes, connects to Facebook, and I'm not sure. Hi, Patty. How are you? I'm coming down there well, I'm not coming down there. I'll be down there in September for one day. I just actually let me share. I'll give a little plug. Why not? I just booked my flight and my hotel for Cocoa Beach because I'm heading to Port Canaveral for the uh, Visionary Conference at Sea. I'm going to be one of the presenters. Me and 29 other people, whatever. Really excited. I finally booked my flight. I got my hotel. The cruise has been taken care of, and now I just got to finish working on my workshop. My new edition of my book is ready, but I'm going to hold it back. I'm going to shop it around to a couple publishers. I was going to self-publish, last 3 editions I self-published. But I want to have the ability to be able to translate into different languages. That's one of the biggest requests that people gave me when the book came out. They're like, are you going to translate it into Portuguese? Well, actually, the first one they asked for was Portuguese, Spanish, French, Indian. I have a lot of fans in India. Thank you, India. But so I figure if I go to a big publisher and they take the book, they'll be able to publish it and translate it into different languages. So my book is ready. I know you all saw me share the cover on my personal profile, the new cover that I designed. I love the new cover and I love the new book. Are you in Tallahassee? I'll be in Cocoa Beach. So I'll be at the Radisson Resort on the beach there, only for one night. I got a really good deal from hotels.com. But anyway, hello, Helen. Hello, Sweden. I'm looking forward to going to Europe. Hopefully, if things go well, I will be touring around sometime late next year. I'm fingers crossed, at least traveling to do work with some of the nonprofits that I'm working with. So hopefully I will be seeing you all in Europe in the next year or so. It's just a matter of getting the foundation laid out and getting the time and everything to do it. But yeah, things are looking good, and I'm very excited with what's coming, and I'm looking forward to being able to reach and communicate with you all on this new platform. This is really nice. This is really good. And I like that I can actually see your comments. I don't know if you remember. Well, of course you remember if you were a fan of the show. Treva would have to read the comments on Facebook, and then she would have to copy and paste them into the instant messenger on Skype. I don't have to do that anymore. I can see you right there as your comments come up. Very interesting, Nathi. I just watched a movie about Austria last night, and I've had it on my mind, and it's such a beautiful historic country, and I've been wanting to. That's one of the countries, that and Belgium, for some reason. I'm very interested in Austria and Belgium. I would love to go to both of those places. Netherlands, of course. I have many friends in Netherlands that I promised I would go see when I get over there. We have some very dear friends that have been working with us for years that I would love to go over there and go see. And then, of course, I have a good friend in Norway that used to work with me with the GIC that I would love to see. So yeah, probably a lot of Northern Europe. I like the cool weather. So that sounds good to me. But yeah, I can see your comments. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. And no one's complaining about the sound. Usually it's like, oh, there's something wrong with the sound. Very cool. Oh, that's right. I'm happy to do it. Let me know when you're ready to start the show. I'll be more than happy to be on your show. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be in some magazine or blog or something that's coming out. They just interviewed me for my thoughts on Dreamcatchers. My thoughts on Dreamcatchers and what is the story of Dreamcatchers? What do they do? Do they really work? Is white people using them cultural appropriation? That kind of stuff. I'm not going to give away too much, but, I believe that if you use it respectfully, everybody should use it. It's a tool. It's a tool for anybody. But yeah, it's, that interview is out. I think they just need to edit a few things, and I will post that. It's a new consciousness lifestyle magazine or something that wanted to talk to me about that. But so my first webcast, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about my first webcast coming up on the new Bernard Alvarez Webcast show, if that's what I'm going to call it. I guess I'm just going to call it the Bernard Alvarez Webcast and keep it simple. But the first one is going to be, I have a method of the way that I speak usually, unless it's ad lib like I'm doing right now. I'm just having a discussion with you all live. Normally, and this is a good principle for anybody who that writes or that is a public speaker or somebody trying to teach somebody something. I hate to say the word trained. I was educated as a public speaker when I worked for Paul Mitchell, and I was being trained to be one of the educators for them in South Florida, Miami area. And they said the first thing I'll never forget my teacher, instructor taught me was, first of all, if you fail to prepare to fail. That was the first thing that stuck with me. And yeah, I know these lingo things, some of them are just very cliche. If you fail to prepare to fail. But the other one, and this is the one I've used the most in my speaking, is tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them, the gist, the juice, the meat and potatoes. Tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them, and then tell them what you told them. So introduce them, give them the content, and then kind of encapsulate it and explain what you just explained to them. So a lot of people say, you repeat a lot of stuff. I'm like, well, that's because I'm reiterating, and that's that training that I had. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you just told them. That's my first show. I'm going to talk about what the webcast is going to be about. I'm going to go over the outline of the new webcast. Maybe we'll sneak in. Probably just going to do a meditation session with all of you, like a 20-minute guided meditation session. And then the following week, we're going to start the Consciousness Talk series again. That's one of my favorite things that I am taking from the radio show. I have been doing a monthly consciousness talk on specific topics, hopefully cutting down on the theory of it. And I'm hoping, again, the agenda is going to be like 15 minutes of theory followed by 10 minutes of practice. So we'll have theory and practice on the webcast. I'm not just here to entertain. I want to let us connect. I want us to be able to, I don't want to say the word WAD. I would like us to have the ability to expand our consciousness together, to elevate and raise our vibration together, and hopefully utilizing the webcast by us doing the work together live. We're going to help elevate the vibration of the planet and the world around us, our daily life. I mean, sometimes when I did the Facebook, on the radio show, I had about 20,000 listeners on the radio station. And here on Facebook Live, I used to get about 2,500 viewers. So even if it's just 2,500 viewers, can you imagine 2,500 people raising the vibration of the planet at the same time? I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you understand the principle, the magical principle of squaring, 1 + 1 = 1, 2 = 4, 3 = 6, 4 = 8. I mean, that is the formula we use in how much energy we're raising by the number of people that is doing the work with you, especially when we're talking about magic and or altering our state of consciousness and raising energy together. So let's see, 5 people = 10 people. Wait, actually, I think it's more. I think it's squared. So 5 × 5. Wait, I forgot my math. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. What's 5 squared? Right? 5 × 5, right? Yeah. So that'll be 25. 5 people = 25. Anyway. Thank you, Melanie. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being able to hang out more and be able to talk with you all. Again, it's going to be, let's look at the calendar here. Calendar says it's going to be March 5th. I am planning to be back here regularly. I'm going to keep doing more tests throughout the month of February. So I'm not disappearing for the whole month of February. I will be coming back every few days, once a week, to do some of these tests. I need to learn some of these little gadgets. Thank you, Nofi. Yes, 25. I need to test all the little gadgets and all the little bells and whistles on this platform. So I will continue to pop in and out. I may not announce it that often. Maybe I'll say, oh, I'm in the mood to do it this afternoon, and schedule something, and you'll see the notification that I'm coming on. If you want to come and talk to me, I'm looking forward to. I want to be able to talk with you all more. Right? That's exactly what it is for me. When I had the radio show, I feel like I couldn't connect with you all because of the commenting situation. I wasn't able to see your live comments, and I wasn't able to communicate with you directly in real time. And I now feel that I'm sitting here looking to my right because I can see the chat right here, right in front of me, so I can connect with you and talk to you in real time. And I'm really enjoying this. So this is going to be really good. I wonder what other little bells and whistles I can play with. Nope, I'm not gonna. I don't want to ruin the broadcast or cut off the camera by mistake or anything. Anyway, so I'm gonna end up rounding this off. If anybody has any quick questions that you want to ask me, I'm willing to take a question or two, whether it be about the show, whether it be about meditation, whether it be about magic, whether it be about some of the classes I'm doing. I am doing a class actually at the end of the month, but it'll be a IRL in real life, a local class here. I'm doing a workshop on pendulum attunement. If those of you like to work with a pendulum, it's the first thing I ever used when I was starting out. I believe I started using it when I was a little kid. I got a great story about that. Maybe I'll share that with you, but I'll have to share it after the class. I don't want to give it away. But yeah, I'm doing a pendulum workshop. The first 10 people are getting a free pendulum, and it'll be at the Roanoke Diversity Center here in downtown Roanoke. If you would like to, if you're in the area, please come join us. The class is $25 with 20% of the proceeds going to support the nonprofit Diversity Center. And the first 10 people are getting a free pendulum. Where's mine? Actually, it's an amethyst pendulum. It's really nice. As well, we are starting. Earth Spirit is going to be starting. I'm going to tell you the local stuff. Earth Spirit is starting a goddess service. We're calling it a goddess healing circle. We're trying to see how it works. We want to give it an altar. Roanoke is in the Bible Belt, and I respect people's beliefs and whatnot. I mean, if you want to go to church, and that's where you find community, as long as you don't harm anybody or shove your beliefs down other people's throat, by all means, go to your church and have your community. But I wanted to give an alternative for those of us that don't go to a Christian church. So I'm testing out a goddess healing circle. We'll see how that works. I would love to be able to do that weekly. Hey, when 3/4 of the town are at church on Sunday, and I'm not kidding. If you go through my neighborhood, there is a Christian church literally every 2 blocks. Every 2 blocks. On Sunday, the streets are empty. 12 o'clock, the streets are packed because everyone's leaving church. I live in the Bible Belt. But I want to give an alternative to people who live here locally to practice with the divine feminine. So we're going to start a goddess healing circle here, and that's going to be on March 9th, I believe. Yeah, the pendulum attunement workshop will be February 23rd at the Diversity Center, and the goddess healing circle will be March 9th at the Diversity Center. And then I was going to do the equinox. I like to do a live. I shared the stream. I'm sorry, y'all. The stream was very dark the other night. We did do the in bulk ceremony for you, and we shared it with you all live. It was very dark, and I know the sound was a little off, but I wanted to offer something because my group was here. We were performing the ceremony together, but when it's outside, it's really hard to stream, especially at night. So I wasn't going to put up lights for our ceremony. It'd ruin our vibe. So you got to hear a little bit, and you got to see the bonfire. But I was planning on doing an equinox ceremony here live. But I just realized that on March 23rd, I'm going to be a featured presenter at a local, it's an all-ages punk and rock show. I did it before. It's to promote tolerance and acceptance among diverse communities. So I'll be speaking about diversity and acceptance of people who might look a little different or sound a little different or worship a little different or anyway, inclusion. Being the local diplomat that I am in the community, I've been invited to do that again. Unfortunately, it's on the weekend of the equinox, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But we are going to be doing a local Beltane here. I'm trying to get some people to build us a maypole. So that will be during the day. So maybe I can stream that and you guys will be able to see that. That will be on like April 29th or something like that to celebrate Beltane. And those are all the events I can think of beside the cruise coming up in September. If you want to, go to spiritheartcruise.com, learn more about it. We're going to be on the Harmony of the Seas for 8 days. I'm already there. I'm so looking forward to it. I only have to work 2 days of that, so 6 of those days are me on vacation, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll be teaching a workshop one of the evenings, a 2 or 3 hour workshop, and then I'll be having a private VIP session with some of you that are going to be joining me on the cruise. People who sign up for the cruise, the conference, the 6-day conference, or 8-day conference, I'm sorry. People who sign up under me will get a VIP session with me, a private session. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, so thank you all. I love this thing. This is pretty cool. This is really, really cool. Thank you all so much. I'm very glad to see everybody here. Thank you. I've got a board meeting to go to. Tonight, the Diversity Center is having their annual elections. I am the facilities director, and I'm on the advisory board. So I got to have a quick dinner, and then I'm out the door. Can you see me? Anyway, I guess this was a good test, right? Very good. All right, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you. I'll be back in a few days and whatnot. Hopefully we'll try to get another guest on. We'll try to practice the split screen thing. All right. I love you. I'll talk to you all very soon. Have a good night.